Okay, I know it's been like freaking forever, so probably don't even remember who I am. Yeah, a lot's happened, and a lot hasn't happened since I last was up here. I don't know when that was. I don't remember why I stopped, but it doesn't really matter. What I would like to talk about tonight is public displays of affection. I, personally, am not a fan. I don't like to see people hanging all over each other in public venues. I don't like to see your tongue down someone else's throat when I'm trying to eat my, whatever, cheesecake at, I don't care where I am. Whatever, or a bagel. I'm eating a bagel at Panera Bread. I don't want to see you making out on the little armchairs. What else I don't want to see is people's tongues all over each other, literally in front of my counter, while I'm trying to ask them what they want to order at work. I'm literally standing there with these two people in front of me, making out. Full on making out. Like, I saw both tongues. And they're all over each other. The guy, though, is still making eye contact with me. And trying to tell me what he's ordering. Like, half of his mouth is doing that, and then the other half is trying to tell me that he wants 2 caramel apple spices. Are you fucking kidding me? What is wrong with people? I don't want to see that. I really don't. What I wanted to be doing right then was cleaning and getting shit done so that I could get home on time. Or, you know, anything else. Sliding down a razor blade banister into a pool of gasoline, or being drawn and quartered. Any of those things would have been more pleasant than standing there awkwardly while the two of you swap spit. And they weren't young. It wasn't like, you know, 2 16-year-olds being stupid. They were like 40. And they continued to be all over each other. Not even in a cutesy way. Like, they weren't just like, oh, honey, you know. No, they were all over each other while they waited for their drinks. Then they left. I was just, my mind was boggled by it. And then 2 other sets of people were out in the armchairs making out. Go home. There's no reason you need to be at a coffee shop at 11 p.m. If you need coffee that badly at night, go somewhere that's 24 hours so that people that actually close can get home. Stupid people. I don't like public displays of affection. I don't like seeing people all over each other. You can hold hands, that's fine. You know, a peck on the cheek, a peck on the lips even, that's fine. And you might say, oh, Catherine, you're just bitter because you're single. You don't want to see anyone happy and together, blah, 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 blah. No, I haven't been single my whole life, but I have my whole life stayed away from making a gigundous fool of myself in public with a significant other. My last boyfriend, I can count on my hands how many times we even like hugged or held hands in public. And maybe that's because we're weird, but it's just unnecessary. Do you have a home? Do you have a car? Do you have any place that you can go and get away from the rest of the world to do your thing? I bet you could find somewhere. Go to the fucking forest. I don't give a shit where you go. Just not my place of business or, I don't know, a shopping mall or anywhere where there are people. And there could have been a kid there. There could have been little kids running around. I mean, they shouldn't have been out at 11 p.m. anyways, but you never know. It is a family establishment that I work in. So, cut that out. God damn. I swear. It's so gross. I wanted to vomit in my mouth. What else did people do today? I hate when people shove their credit card in my face while I'm still ringing up their shit. Not only have I not told you your total yet, but I'm still pressing buttons and writing down your drink, writing it on the cup, doing this stuff, punching numbers, doot, 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 doot. Meanwhile, there's a card in my face like this, and they're just holding it, shaking it, waving it in my fucking face. One of these days when I'm like ready to lose it, I'm just gonna slap their hand down, get that fucking card out of my face until I am ready for it. And then I can tell you your total is 537. Thank you. And I will swipe it and then I will give it back to you. I hate people today. People were ridiculous. But was that last night? I think it was last night that I went to... No, it was not last night. Tuesday night, I went to a concert. I went and saw Alkaline Trio. That was spectacular. I've been listening to Alkaline Trio since I was probably like 12. I'm now 22. So it's been a long run. And it was at the Metro. The Metro is not a very big venue. It fits about 1,100 people. Which sounds like a lot, but it's very small. And it's standing room only. So, a sold-out show, I was not prepared for this. I used to go to the Metro all the time, like, almost every weekend when I was younger. When I was in, like, junior high, freshman year of high school, I used to be there all the time for shows. I was not prepared for what I experienced last night. I had no personal space at all. Everyone's touching you. So many people. It was so fucking hot. I swear they have no ventilation in that place. It was disgusting. I couldn't breathe. When I got home, my clothes were literally soaking wet with sweat. I don't even sweat. I'm not a sweaty person. I don't sweat that much. It was dripping. Beads of sweat down my neck, my face. It was gross. I don't know how I used to do this so often. I think I'm getting old. I'm too old for this shit. Too old for this crap. I used to be in like fucking mosh pits and then comparing bruises at home or after wherever we went. Oh my god, look at this. I totally got kicked in the face. Oh, I'm so cool. I'm so hardcore. I cannot do this anymore. But it was really... Whoa. It was really nice to see Alkaline Trio. I've only seen them once before because every time they were here, something went wrong. Either my parents wouldn't let me go because, you know, I was 12, or I didn't get tickets in time, or there was some kind of family thing going on, or once they started to get a little bigger, they were playing small venues still, but selling out really, really quickly because they were, like, on MTV and shit. So, I saw them once. I was probably, like, a freshman in high school. At the Aragon Ballroom. That's a bigger place. And that was a good show, and they played a lot of old stuff. But this show was much better because, A, it was at the Metro, and that's kind of where they started. Metro and the Fireside. But, so that was good. And they played more old songs than I thought they were going to. They played more old songs this time around than the last show I went to. They only played, like, maybe four songs from their last 3 albums, and the rest of it was old school shit. And they played a couple of my favorite old songs that they did not play the first time I saw them. So it was magical. I love them so much. I want an Alkaline Trio tattoo. I'm not sure what I want. I'm trying to think. I don't want to just get the logo because that's lame. I've seen so many people with it, and it's unoriginal. So, and I don't just want to get lyrics either because I have so many words on me already. And all the quotes that I love from their songs are really long, and so they would just be awkward somewhere on my body. But I'll think of something. What other awesome things have happened lately that I have not video blogged about? Lots of things, but spectacular things, I'm not sure. I'm still alive. I still have all my limbs. I still have my job. I almost quit, though, because I almost didn't get the day off for my cousin's wedding. And that was a no-no. Because my family's really, really tight. So missing a wedding is just, it just doesn't happen. We don't do it. And especially this particular cousin. He's like, I love him. He's the best. You know how they say that a girl looks for their dad in men that they date? You know, they're supposed to end up with someone like their dad. I look for him. Is that creepy? I don't know, maybe. But I look for my cousin Jeff in guys. Because he's just awesome. I just think the world of him. He's the bee's knees, and I'm so happy for him and his new wife. They are adorable. They're like the perfect couple of life. And so there was no way I was missing that fucking wedding. Absolutely not. So I did find coverage, but I was very close to quitting to go. And it was a really nice wedding. We had lots of fun. We danced. We partied. Hardy. And I cried, of course, at the ceremony. Because I watched the groom when the bride is walking down the aisle. And normally it's like a female cousin getting married. So I'll go back and forth watching the groom, watching her, watching the groom, watching her, because I want to see my cousin walk down the aisle. But this time it was a male cousin, so I watched him the whole time. I couldn't even see her coming down the aisle, so there was no point in looking that way. Everybody was in front of me. So I watched him, and his face, when she got, like, within maybe 10 feet of him, it was the most precious thing I've ever seen. And I just teared up a little. I was just like, you too. So it was really nice. It was a really nice wedding. Other than that, I don't think I have anything exciting to say. I'm trying to organize my life, so I've bought a bunch of stuff to organize it. I haven't started yet. Shock. But I'm starting with my makeup. I want to organize my makeup because it's on top of my dresser right now. And so my dresser just looks like a fucking mess. And if I can clear that off, sort of, and like organize it, then I can clear off my desk. And if it can clear off my desk, I can maybe find a place for some books that don't fit in my dresser, in my bookshelves. And so I'm hoping that by organizing my makeup, it will just trickle down to the rest of my room and the rest of my life, and I will be totally organized and with it. And this is completely unrealistic because I am a scattered person, but I can dream. I think that's all. I think that's all I want to say. But, nice to see you, talk to you again after my absence.